Welcome to MRH Collective's YouTube channel, where we have meaningful conversations that inspire changes, spark awareness, and amplify important voices. Today, we are honored to be joined by Professor Bosede Afolabi and consultants of obstetrics and gynecology at the College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, as well as the founder and visionary behind MRH Collective. Prof has dedicated her life and career to preserving every woman's right to life before, during, and after pregnancy through research, advocacy, and community-centered interventions. She continues to drive conversations and solutions around maternal and reproductive health here in Nigeria and beyond. Today, we'll be talking about maternal mortality, women's health, and realities that women face during pregnancy and childbirth, and the work being done around and through MRH Collective to create lasting change. Prof, we're so honored to have you here. Thank you so much. So before we get right into it, we have some icebreaker questions here. We know that there is, after work, there is more to life. So my question is, what is one word that describes your journey so far?
Purpose.
Wow, that's very deep. Then outside work, what brings you joy?
Family, exercise.
I think you're my role model when it comes to that, because I'm looking young and I want to, when I grow up, to be like you when I grow up. Then what's something people would be surprised to know about you?
That I've acted in a play before and that I listen to popular music, and one of my favorite artists is Burna Boy.
Wow. Wow. So let's say you're a Gen Z, like you're giving a Gen Z vibe. Like,
I'm not quite sure about that, but okay.
All right, thank you so much for joining us today. So back to our main question. So what inspired your journey into obstetrics and gynecology?
Into obstetrics and gynecology in particular, it was because in medical school, our teachers really taught us obstetrics and gynecology extensively.
Okay.
That's one. Another is that I seem to have a flair for it. And the third reason is because I feel for women. I really have empathy for women and their healthcare issues, especially since I'm a woman myself and I feel a lot of the problems women have.
Okay, yes. So what was there a defining moment that shaped your passion for maternal health?
I think it may have been also in medical school when I saw these young girls that had gone through unwanted pregnancies, had gone to have abortions in places that were very, very, unsafe, and had come out with complications. And, they get stigmatized, they get, verbally abused. Meanwhile, it takes two, and whoever was the perpetrator was not even, may have been walking on the corridor and nobody would know.
Wow.
So it really made me feel, sad for them, and I felt that, somebody needs to help change these things around.
I could totally relate to the passion behind it. So, so what inspired the creation of MRH Collective?
I had been practicing in the teaching hospital for about 10 years. And I saw that, yes, we saved some women's lives, one after the other. But after some time, I realized that those that we saved their lives were few. There's just one after the other.
Yeah.
But that they had a lot of problems in the community before coming.
Okay.
So I felt that it's better to try and address the problem before it became a major complication by educating the women in the community about how maternal health care should be pursued properly, and also by, letting them know that it's best to deliver under skilled healthcare and to have antenatal care.
What is the leading cause of preventable maternal deaths?
There are clinical causes and there are social causes. For the clinical causes, is often a tie between hemorrhage, that is heavy bleeding, and preeclampsia, that is a blood pressure condition of pregnancy. That is not just regular high blood pressure, it is a type of blood pressure condition that is only when you're pregnant that you can have it. And there are other complications, wrapped up with it. It's not just the blood pressure.
Oh,
and it
okay.
can lead to convulsions and death.
So
it's either preeclampsia or
Okay.
heavy bleeding. Those two are the highest, most common causes.
So on preeclampsia, does it happen during and after delivery, after birth, or?
It can happen during pregnancy and the antenatal period. Once a woman is more than 5 months pregnant, they can develop preeclampsia. And the more severe it is, the more likely a woman is to either die from it or even her baby. So for that reason, and it's preventable. If one knows that a woman is at risk, there are certain things that you can give to try and make sure that it doesn't happen, or if it does, the severity is low.
Okay. Yes. So if you could change one thing about maternal health care in Nigeria, what would it be?
I would make it free for all women to deliver safely.
Wow.
That's one thing I would change.
But you think it's possible?
Truthfully free.
But is it possible?
I do. It is possible.
Okay. I mean, we're already doing...
The payment has to come from somewhere, yes, but it's doable. We just have to decide that it's important.
Yeah, I think one of the programs we do at MRH Collective, Mama Biz, we try to make sure that they don't have to pay for most of these things, and I think we're from there, and I think it's very possible that people don't pay. So my next question, maternal health is often overlooked. Why is it important to include maternal and emotional well-being in these conversations?
Okay, you mean mental health?
Mental health, yes, maternal mental health.
It's important because there are certain conditions in pregnancy, either during or immediately after pregnancy, like postpartum depression, that they are real things. But sometimes when women, have these seem to be low and withdrawn after they've just had their baby, people think it's because they're just too tired, or that it's a normal thing. But it can be real, and it can lead to very serious consequences, including not bonding with the baby, or even a few times the woman herself maybe taking her own life. So it's important to take it seriously.
Okay, yes. So what policies or systematic change do you believe Nigeria urgently needs to improve maternal health outcomes?
I think that systemically, ensuring that all women are educated about, pregnancy issues and care, education generally, because the more educated the society is, the more enlightened the women are, the less likely they are to make poor choices for their pregnancy and delivery. So universal education and universal access to healthcare, especially during pregnancy and delivery.
Okay, and that leads to my next question. How can communities better support pregnant women and mothers?
Communities can ensure that they always have transportation ready for their women when they are ready to deliver. So if it's a poor community, for example, and you have a couple of kekes, these are tricycles, you can dedicate a couple of them to pregnant women for a small fee as required, and ensure that they're always available, that you identify the pregnant women at any given time, and you encourage them to have proper antenatal care, safe delivery, and a good linkage to their healthcare facility.
So finally, what message would you like every woman listening to this podcast remember?
I'd like them to know that pregnancy is a unique condition to women. It is only women that can get pregnant, and because of that, they need to realize that it can be very, very easy, and it can also be very, very dangerous. And for that reason, it's important to have good health care when you're pregnant. Don't just leave it to chance. Don't just say, oh, my mother or my grandparents had their children, at home, and so why not me? Make sure that you plan properly for your pregnancy. You don't take it for granted, and you take care of your health during your pregnancy.
Thank you so much, Prof, for joining on this podcast. And we believe that when people hear this, they will learn a thing or two on maternal health. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn for more information on maternal health. Thank you so much.